Towards the end of the day, third workout, it was, there were pull-ups for the intermediate level athletes, and so we had somebody come off the rig and hurt themselves quite badly.
I think over the weekend, off the top of my head, we had sort of 3 incidents. So there was a girl that almost passed out, overexertion, that again we dealt with. There was a girl that came down the rope climb and twisted her ankle. We filtered back to Wolverson about the rope length, because again we tried to sort that, and it's just a slight thing that was a little bit out. And we're trying to look after her, and we're trying to deal with them. And then there was the major one in my eyes, which was Ben, and we still try to piece it together. We'll probably never know unless somebody happens to have it on camera, but by the sounds of it, he came off at the top of a butterfly pull-up, came down, landed kind of head first, and was like fully knocked out. He cracked his head open. He was like well and truly gone. Now, my recollection of this was I was actually kind of a little bit further away towards one of the corners of the event space. Someone called me over and said that someone had fallen over, so I made my way over there.
I mean, personally, for myself, just to sort of take you through the sort of situation that happened, I didn't actually see what happened. The Arnolds were split into 4 sections, so there was a hedge judge essentially in each corner of the comp floor. The accident took place, I think, in lanes like 14, and down in this sort of complete opposite corner to us. So, as you can imagine, our backs were quite literally turned to said situation. I think first and foremost, it was a great call from the judges that were in that particular vicinity of the accident that happened. We obviously have to make sure, you know, can the workout go ahead, depending on how severe the accident is. Very quickly the decision was made that this is all happening like so, you know, whilst you've obviously got competitors going up and down the lanes, people finishing and starting workouts and tagging people in and that sort of stuff. In terms of, you know, that decision to be taken as to can the workout go ahead was made in a split second. It wasn't interrupting any of the other lanes, that sort of stuff. So obviously the workout went ahead. The judges that were in the sort of surrounding lanes just cracked on with the job and got their head down, and from my standpoint of view, like I said, I was on the opposite side of the floor, but stayed very professional, did what they had to do. Obviously, myself personally, other judges I know for a fact were asking constantly, like throughout the weekend, is he all right? What's the update on him and that sort of stuff. So I think that sort of shows as well that community side of what CrossFit's about. Just like any really live sport, things can go sideways, can't it, in terms of, like, you know, if you play rugby, football, if you compete on a weekend with CrossFit, these things happen. It's, you know, in a sense, especially myself, having competed as well, quite heartbreaking to know that somebody's obviously, you know, got to that stage in a workout where, you know, something like that's happened to them. Nobody wishes it upon anybody.
It seems that there's been some sort of fallout between Mr. Schwarzenegger and the Arnold Sports Festival.
But on a serious note, we did get backed up, like we had like score sheets just coming in thick and fast, like.
At this point, we really don't know too much about it, but we have to just kind of like sit back. As far as I'm concerned, we've got 2 more days of smashing this out of the park, and then we can sit, talk to people, formulate plans and find out what happens.
They just go there where the patties. making sure that Rick knows what he's doing at the minute, because most of the time he doesn't. We'll email them about the trainers.
Okay.
So it's Kitbox, C4 and Complete Force.
Very good. Oh, is that kickbox as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Sophie was just writing up them, so I imagine she'll be around the corner.
The pen. The left three. I bet
She was writing it with the chalk.
Chalk around the corner.
What would it be like to eat chalk? Like, do you think it'd be like claggy, like eating peanut butter? No, but what do you? I don't. That's yeah. But genuinely, what kind of consistency?
What would it be like to eat chalk? This.
Look, right. I haven't eaten all day.
This could be classed as workplace.
I'm hungry.
Seriously, right, if you know of any like government grants I'm entitled to for this, please let me know.
So it's got scaled. Middle ground's on its way. Please go in this order.
Okay, so scale females, scale males.
Yep.
Scale females mastered, scale male masters. Okay then guys, I think we're good to go. So we're just putting a few breaks in the barriers so that obviously you can come and actually get your prizes and your medals. Thank you for taking part today, guys. It's been a fantastic day. Really good spirit from everyone as well, so thank you. Everyone said that it's been really good. If you're back tomorrow, we'll see you. If you're masters, you probably won't. Nah, that's you done now, pal. So, it's been nice knowing you. But seriously, guys, hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow as well. Thank you for a brilliant day. Day one, it's been a massive success in my books. The athletes have really enjoyed the workouts. They've, I think, been challenged appropriately for their skill sets. So, you know, I wouldn't say getting flack, but people were umming and ahhing and saying that we got stuff wrong, putting handstand press-ups and rope climbs in middle ground. But in my opinion, we're here to challenge people rather than just get them through every workout. And I think it went down really well. I think they responded well. Everyone's given me good feedback that I've spoken to anyway. So
yeah, me too. A lot of people have said they really enjoyed having the opportunity to do rope climbs, which middle ground don't often get. Also don't often get handstand push-ups. They're not like the highest skill of movements for middle ground, so
but that's
like a handstand walk, so it gives them the opportunity.
It's the whole point of middle ground, isn't it? It's not supposed to be another scaled category. It's supposed to be there's still some RX movements in there, but just not as many. So, you know, those that have one or two muscle ups or rope climbs, etc., can actually still push on and do it. So yeah, it went well. And then probably had the biggest accident we've had to date, which was somebody came off the rig doing pull-ups and knocked themselves out, cut their head open. But I mean, to be honest, my honest opinion is it got dealt with really well. We triaged it straight away, assessed it that nobody else was going to affect the casualty and nobody else was getting their workout affected by the casualty, so we allowed the workout to carry on while we did first aid on the lad. Sorted him out, got the paramedics over, and then at the end of the workout we obviously put a pause in then, cleared the floor and got the ambulance in, and he's been sat in the first aid room here sat upright, talking, chatting away, so he's absolutely fine. Probably looked a lot worse to the outsider looking in because he got stretchered off and things like that, and there was blood, but he's been chatting now. He's absolutely fine, and he'll be good. But I'm just glad that it got dealt with properly and professionally, and and he's going to be all right. So hopefully we'll see if he's back. I've invited him back on Sunday, not to compete, but we've offered them a free ticket to come and enjoy the show. So hopefully he's in a decent state by then. And we didn't kill anyone.
It's always a bonus.
Yeah.
Always a win. It's been a success if no one dies.
Yeah. No, really good success. So it's just rinse and repeat tomorrow.
Yeah.
Higher calibre of athlete, bigger weights, more
Harder
advanced
movements.
gymnastics. Yeah, so bring it on.
Bigger prizes.
Yeah. Get the
I'm
viewers
just
up.
here to raise the attractiveness of the...
We've done loads to try and drive this documentary. We tried to kill someone. There's a massive international dispute going on. Like, fucking hell. Yeah. So obviously today I ended up finding out pretty much from LinkedIn and people asking me questions that I knew nothing about. But it seems that there's been some sort of fallout between Mr. Schwarzenegger and the Arnold Sports Festival. At this point, I really don't know too much about it, but we have to just kind of like sit back. As far as I'm concerned, we've got 2 more days of smashing this out of the park, and then we can sit, talk to people, formulate plans, and find out what happens for 2023. But there's no point about speculating about it right now. It's just crack on. Show goes on, get it finished, and then we can hopefully have a chat with them, find out exactly where things are, find out some more information, and then we'll take it from there.
Let's do this! Let's do this! Let's do this! Let's do this! Can you feel the fire?
Our media team are incredible, and we started doing with them, which was pretty last minute that they found out that we were doing this, a personal photo package. So you pay for 25 images that are all good, like insane images, because they're great photographers that are of you. When you go to an event, you'll probably have some photos of you, but you more than likely won't get 25, and they won't all be like really good. You've just hit a massive lift, or you climbing. There was this one guy that was like climbing upside down up a rope.
3, 2, 1, send it!
Workout. It's the elite and RX guys, so we knew they'd take to run well, but they've really smashed it. The ability's been pretty insane, especially on the girls' side. There's a lot of developments from last year, so we put the same sort of things in that we had last year, like the rope climb, the legless rope climb. Those that were stumped on it last year have smashed it, so they've clearly been working on it. Today's gone fine. Like every single time, everything's scheduled, nothing at all has gone wrong, which is great. Very rare that happens.
Let's do this!
Yeah, so today, day 2, we've had the RX and the elite guys and girls, and it's pretty much been off the hook. Like, we've had games level stars that are on there on the comp floor doing their bits and bats. Programming we've done tough, we always do, but I think we've hit it just about right, where we've pushed people literally to the limit on every workout, so that's been really good to see. Feedback has been phenomenal, to be honest. Like, everyone's really enjoyed the workouts, but they've been praising like the running to time, they've been praising the judging standard, and how we've upheld that. So yeah, I can't really say enough about how good it's gone. It's been fantastic. So we've got the last workout going on now. After that, we'll get the podiums done, and then that'll be day 2 kind of as a wrap. And then it's just like try and get another 2 hours sleep or so, as long as we can, and then back for the final day. Day 3, we've got the teams. That'll be a lot more interesting. There's a lot of team dynamics in that, so changes it up a lot. But yeah, I'll be really looking forward to that.
No, not today. Not gonna cave, not gonna break. Under the pressure, under the pressure. Under the pressure, under the pressure. Fear with a smile, but I'll be the last one laughing. Try to take me down, no, it ain't never gonna happen, oh. Not gonna make the same mistakes. No, not today. Not gonna make the same mistakes. No, not today. Not gonna cave, not gonna break. Under the pressure. Under the pressure. Under the pressure. Under the pressure.
Right, you're doing.
Chat fucking help!
Ignore the arrows. You're doing these ones first, okay?
That, and then to there.
No.
No? So them
I'll tell you
two.
what to do after this.
All right,
Let's
okay.
do that one.
Okay then, guys. Let's get these podiums done and dusted.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life. Come on, take hold of it. That's right. Not all let go.
I think what we need to do for this from now on is write the names out phonetically.
Or you learn because you made the same mistake last time. Last year, you couldn't read Saf's name. You were like, just for fire.
No, but look, that clearly says Sapphire, whereas last year it went.
No, it didn't. It was.
Did.
I wrote it in caps locks because you can't read
Caps locks.
lowercase.
You've been at your computer too long.
It was caps lock.
That's on camera. This is how she talks
I'm going
now.
home.
Bold.
Italic.
Space. Going. Space.
So day 3 of the event was where we had our teams in, and that was the day that Matt and Tia were here. So obviously volunteer numbers were the highest on the Sunday.
We managed to get a workout with the volunteers with Matt, which for me, I have been pushing now pretty much since we started to do better for the volunteers. I can't value them enough, and I think they are massively undervalued, where people just take it as a granted that they'll be there. And it's like, you don't get it. If you keep pissing these people off and treating them like crap, you will have no events to do this at.
Feels just like it should. I'm feeling good.
Work out of our trip, so thank you. Okay then guys, welcome to Sunday, the last day at the Arnold Fitness Games 2022.
Halfway through the day, it was all going fine. The first workout was a waterfall workout where we had some scoring issues, and then halfway through the day, competition corner just dropped out completely. So I think it wasn't even, I think it was after the third workout, so we would need to do the podiums like within an hour and a half, and we had nothing, like no scoring. We obviously kept all the scorecards, so we could have done something with it, but we had nothing inputted into a leaderboard and no leaderboard.
It just took longer to put the scores in. But on a serious note, we did get backed up. Like, we had like score sheets just coming in thick and fast. Like, I didn't even have a chance to like get back out onto the floor to collect the next set. Like, I had to get, well, me and Claire, we had to get someone else to just do it for us because there were just so many. And at that point, it was one of the workouts where the judges like just a little bit of miscommunication where they didn't actually know what the score was meant to be. So it was like, on top of putting them in, we had to work out what the actual score was. And we ended up doing that like 3 times. Like, it had to go back and forth because we were even doubting it then, like, were the right score.
It was down for half an hour, you couldn't even get on, and competition corner are based in the States. So we had various people like jumping in to try and help. So some of our judges who are very clued up on sort of like spreadsheets and things, were getting things set up on just Excel. And then also at the same time, another software company were like happy to sort of input everything into a leaderboard, and then we put it all in, but that would have taken a bit longer.
It just made the scorecards keep heaping up, and then after a bit you just get a bit overwhelmed because it's like, the workouts are ticking on, the heats are ticking on, like it's getting close to podiums, and you've still got a stack there waiting to go on. And then you've also got people moaning that the score's out on you, and it's just, you can't do what about it. Like, there's only 2 computers set up for it, so.
I was calling and harassing and getting competition corner out of bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it was to fix it. Thankfully, my harassment worked, they got out of bed and they did fix it. So we didn't have to go down any of the other routes, and it did come back online. But for like half an hour, 45 minutes, I was ready to go home and just like wash my hands of the event.
But, I mean, Donna and Claire, like, I couldn't have dealt with it any better, so fair play to them, like, they sorted it. And, like, I don't even think like many people have even realised it had gone down. Yeah, you just wouldn't have even thought that we'd have had little bits like that go wrong.
It's silly, like, that we rely so much on technology, but there's no other way around it. Having a company based in the States is quite like a risk of that, so moving potentially to a UK-based one will solve that problem. But yeah, it was a worry for sure.
Yeah, so day three knocked out of the park again. Day 3 was the teams, so we've had same-sex teams of 4 and mixed-sex teams of 4. Ran to timings, nice and smoothly. The workouts have been challenging, well, very challenging and fun, but again, the feedback's been great, so that's good with us. Today was the day the dramas happened. I knew they'd come. So we've actually had Comp Corner completely go down on us, which meant all the scores had disappeared. So we had to get the team together. We got some of the volunteers that are good at Excel. We managed to build a spreadsheet, and then just as we were pretty much doing that and about to put the scores in, we managed to finally get a reply from Comp Corner who got it back up and running. But it's not exactly ideal when it was 2:30 in the afternoon and all the scores had disappeared. But crisis averted. We've got it back up now. We're backing it up every time we submit scores just in case it happens again. But I think that's pretty much been it. Apart from that, massively successful day. One, two up, maybe get Matt on one side, Tia on the other for the photo.
Yeah, but I don't know where to put the prizes.
Okay then guys, I think it's about time for these podiums, isn't it? Okay.
So they get prizes and medals if they're in the lower scaled ones. Okay. So if somebody wanted to give them a prize board and the other one gives them the medals, do you want to do that?
Okay. Matt, what do you want to do? Give them medals or prize?
I'm fine with either. I'll do medals.
Okay.
Medals are already laid out on there, so obviously whichever category it is, wherever they've gone, they're already out. And then we'll just
We're doing teams first.
Yeah, it's all teams today. So it'll just be a mixture between categories. So we had throwdown as the more scaled version, and then compete as the guys that are going for it, guys and girls. So I think we've got throwdown females first, then throwdown males, and then the throwdown mixed teams.
Great.
Okay. Good to go? Is it different being on this side? Yes. Yeah. Okay then guys, let's get this going, alright. So first of all, a big thank you for Matt and Tia for coming along and doing this podium for us. I think that's a very nice special that we've got on that. So a big round of applause please.
only one place that you could have. So there you go, pal. Thank you so much. Absolute
Thanks
star.
for having us.
Thank you, mate. You really made it. So yeah, weekend wrap up, massive success. We haven't really not hit a timing. The workouts have been received well. The judging standards been well. The feedback's been amazing. We haven't really had any negative feedback whatsoever. We had some dramas today only, but that wasn't us. That was out of our control. But again, managed that. No one even noticed it. All part of being a professional team. But it's down to these two. So I just.
Even though we didn't come second, not
we didn't
first.
come first.
Well, you know.
Not quite well.
Oh, we're gonna have to go again.
You need this one more time. Oh, that was quite quick. That was quite quick.
It was really good. We didn't get to see a whole lot
Of anything.
of anything on the floor. We spent most of our time in our little pen around the other side. He's given himself first place, so we're both gonna quit. Do it on your own next year.
First place for skiving.
I'm not gonna lie. We probably won't have an event next year.
But no, it's been good for us, I think. It's been a lot smoother than last year. We had loads more volunteers, which makes everything easier. Good bunch of volunteers as well, so that was good. Yeah, it's been gone so quickly. I can't believe how quick it's gone today, especially. Today flew by.
I think getting a good group is like a big part of it. You know, like genuinely, it's just felt like working with mates this weekend. Everybody's mucked in. When the judges needed to be moving kit around to keep us on track, they just mucked in and got that done. It's been fantastic. Everyone's got on, everyone's had a laugh. Yes, it's been brilliant. How did it go, Sophie? And she's like,
Isn't it like?
Oh, he's in on the wrong jokes.
Mince fuck off.
yeah, I'm going to hide this one.
So,
So,
That. Isn't it please me?
so listen. No, on a serious note, I've got, I think, 3 of the third place ones.
Okay.
We need to try and think. I'd like to give like one to maybe Spuggy, because he helps so
honestly,
much. I can't.
if it means something more to them, they can have mine as well.
But will they feel like they're being numbered
Now
then?
you're just making me feel like a prick when I don't give mine up.
No, it's honestly, it's okay.
Yeah, I think we should give them.
She's like this.
If I had one, I would give it them.
Look, I've got first place from last year. I've got another one. This might be the last one we do.
It's not.
I want a matching pair.
I'm gonna do it next year, whether you're here or not.
Oh, hair flick.
I would, but it's all
Yeah, but
matted
it's a
together.
massive weave.
She flicks it and he goes,
She does. It's like we're launching one of their mats around. Put her on a pallet.
I would love to.
Wrap her up.
please.
great.
Please, please, please.
So, Rep It Out was the first one where the girls were like on their own.
Its first year was this year. It's another one to add to the Graft umbrella, but we want it to be a bit more of a fun vibe. Battle for Middle Ground's more serious, Arnold's is a bigger stage. Rep It Out, we really wanted people to just come and have fun at a comp.